Hope you're doing well today. Hope you're nothing but good health, prosperity, a strong mindset, and a healthy vision for the future. I'm not wearing that dress shirt in this video. So even if the thumbnail is wearing it, not wearing it for this. I believe that everyone should have a sales job at least once in their lives, right? Whether it's door to door, business to business, business to consumer. When you work in sales, you learn how to, one, deal with rejection, two, put yourself out there and learn how to market yourself. And three, you become much better at getting creative ways to get solutions to people who have problems. The main driver of your success is how well you can convey a message of a solution to a problem, right? And the amount of volume that you can generate from your outreach. So when it comes down to it, being a salesperson gives you an idea of how to essentially work to earn your keep. Sales is something that you develop through practice. The more you do it, the more you put yourself out there, the better you're going to get and the better your results are going to be over the long term. When you grow up, you're always taught that you have to put in time for money, right? You always have to go out there, work 9 to 5 or 10 to 10 or whatever your work schedule is. And at the end of the day, you're a guaranteed paycheck. But here's the thing. When you have that guarantee, it doesn't push you to perform better because you know that if you don't try hard, you'll get the same as someone who tries even harder, or vice versa. But when you're in sales, you will get rewarded for what you do. So if you work harder, what happens is that you get rewarded for it, right? Which is going to motivate you to want to work even harder. Let's say you go a week and you make $100 every day for 7 days, right? You're going to make $700. In sales, it's very possible for you to go 6 days in a row and not sell anything, right? But it's also very possible for you to double your income in a day. You know what I mean? Depending on the product or the kind of service you offer. So even if you have someone who's doing, $100 every day guaranteed for 7 days, you have someone else who can do potentially $700 in one day. But here's the kicker, because I know you're saying, oh, well, then I might as well just take the safer option and be guaranteed 700 at the end of the week. It's not about being consistent. It's about being persistent. Your persistence and your effort will pay off in the long run. So even though you might be going against someone who has that consistent paycheck for 7 days a week, now you're in a position where you can make $700 in one day for one, and then 3 days from now, make another 500 or another 600 or even another 700 and double the same income that it would take you longer to make. It comes down a lot to personal responsibility. And the more responsibility you have, the more freedom you're allowed to get, right? Because at the end of the day, you're the one that's going to be in charge of how well you perform in the long run. And if you're willing to work and put yourself out there and hustle and just keep on trying, you will get rewarded in that kind of industry. People will sell you on ideas. People will sell you on concepts. People will sell you products. People will sell you services. Sales is what keeps society moving. And if you get a piece of that ecosystem, now you can become more effective at generating and being in control of your own income. Let's say you sell a cleaning service. When you sell that product or that service, you are no longer the one who has to service the client. You know what I mean? So even though you've put in the word for someone else to buy the service, you're not going to be in trouble of getting the cleaning supplies or actually cleaning or actually following up with the client. You know what I mean? Like you should obviously follow up with your clients, but you have a lot more flexibility in terms of how you maneuver your time. Now there's an idea that if you don't perform, there's a consequence. It's a good way to kind of build up your skill set. And it's also a good way to have a stronger sense of accountability. When it comes down to it, sales is very unique. You don't need to be a big personality. You don't need to be the smartest person in the room. You don't need to be a special case to be able to sell something. You just have to be willing to believe in a service or a product or even yourself and be able to convey that message with conviction. And over time, as you get better at it and you practice, you'll see that you've kind of learned a type of self-development that is very rare in the economy we have today. So I encourage you, if you do have the opportunity, get a sales job and try it out, right? It may not be for everyone, but if you do decide to go that route, there's a lot of opportunity for you in the long run. So watch this video, subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.